"If you're going to get married, will you marry me?" my boss asked, and while I laughed, he didn't. 2 years earlier, I had been venting to my CEO, Theo, about my parents' constant marriage pressure. We were working late when I told him I'd been invited to a family dinner, and he said it was just family. But when I walked in, there was a dental surgeon in a bow tie sitting on our couch, introduced like a prize. "This is Cameron," my mom beamed. "He has his own practice." Later, when Theo asked what I did, I told him I endured 3 hours of dental floss, talk waxed, unwaxed, tape, and ultra-thin, while my mom kicked me under the table each time I touched my phone. She even cornered me in the bathroom to tell me he had excellent benefits and a summer house. "Compelling argument," Theo muttered, and I sighed, admitting, "I really do need to get married though. Don't I?" That's when Theo stopped typing, looked at me, and after a long silence, closed his laptop and said, "If you're going to get married, will you marry me?" I waited for the punchline, but none came. "That's not funny," I whispered. "I'm not joking," he replied. I accused him of proposing while I was complaining about my mother, but he only said, "Someone who's been waiting 4 years for the right moment and realized there isn't one." He opened a filing cabinet, pulled out a folder with my name on it, and inside were every thank you note, scribbled post-it, and even coffee sleeves I'd given him over the years. "Do you remember the Valdez acquisition? You stayed until 3 a.m., fixing slide 12. That's when I knew." I asked, "Knew what?" And he said, "That I was gone for you." Then he held up a coffee sleeve. "Extra shot, oat milk, 1 pump vanilla, your stress order." I know them all. The regular, the celebration one with whipped cream. I've been paying attention for 4 years. I know you bite your pen when you're thinking, tap your foot during boring meetings, hum that Little Mermaid song when you think no one's listening. I noticed everything. My chest tightened as I asked why he never said anything. "Because I was your boss, then your boss's boss, then CEO. If I confessed, they'd reduce you to the woman who slept with her boss. I couldn't let that ruin your career. I even drew up transfer papers so you could move to another team. I wanted to ask you out properly, not as your CEO." I was stunned. "You were going to transfer me?" "Monday," he admitted. "But when you said you needed to get married, I panicked. 4 years of waiting and suddenly, what if someone else got there first?" I paced, blurting, "You think I didn't notice things too? You add sugar to your coffee when you're nervous, 3 packets during Houston. You wear your blue tie for big meetings, gray when you have to fire someone. You keep lavender tea in your office even though you hate it. That tea is for you," he said softly, "for your late nights. I wanted you to have something here." I froze, then whispered, "Explain this slowly because you just proposed out of nowhere and apparently have been collecting my thank you notes like someone in love." His voice broke slightly, exactly like someone in love. My heart raced. "I rejected all those proposals because of you. Cameron, the engineer, the banker, every time my parents pushed someone at me, I wondered if you were still at the office, if you'd eaten. At the time my work was already finished, I stayed late just to be near you." His lips parted, stunned, and I said with certainty, "Transfer me." He hesitated. "I'll submit it tomorrow." "No, now. Email Harvey. Make it immediate." He opened his laptop, typed fast, and said, "Done. You report to Harvey starting tonight." I stepped closer. "Good. Now ask me again." He blinked. "What?" "Ask me to marry you now that you're not my boss." He smiled, softer than I'd ever seen. "If you're going to get married, will you marry me?" "Yes," I breathed, before kissing him as 4 years of thank you notes fluttered across the desk, finally scattering like the pieces of a love story that had been waiting all along.